Can we finish the gearbox today and connect it to the rear axle? You will find out in the 13th update of the Community Lambo. Last time we came this far. We made a major progress here for the gearbox and we got way farther than expected. A big thank you. This time the ad revenue in the past 2 weeks were €6.44. Not as much as last time, but €6.44 gives us also a lot of parts that we can add today. Will it be enough for finishing the gearbox? You will find out later in this video. But one thing I can say for sure. The amount of revenue forced me to do 2 new orders to get some missing parts that we will need today. Let's look at the orders. The first order contains this rubber band here. We will not need it in this update, but it will be very soon that we require this. Come in, my little friend. Then we have those helicopter blades. Are we building a Lambo or a helicopter? More panels in red and in... Goodbye! Panels in red and in tan. One soft axle. More panels. Finally something to drive the Lambo. And this brown 5-length axle with a stopper. That's one of the parts we need in this update. Some more 10 beams. Connecting pieces. Some nice colored bricks. And I think those are for the front lights here. Apart from this, a lot of pins and half beams here. Let's add it to the box. The second order is divided or grouped by colors. Let's look what we have here. Yellow panels, some beams here, a few bricks, some plates and some pins, and one missing connector. A lot of blue pins. Enjoy. Then we have some white beams and one white brick. A bunch of black parts. Some beams, more beams, one part for the steering, more beams, and also panel. And that's it for the black parts. Let's switch to light bluish gray. we have this part, which is most expensive part of this order. And finally we have the last 4 cylinders. But not the pistons yet, they still need to be ordered. And just some connectors. Orange. Some nice orange beams. Small orange panels. And orange plates. In 10 we have just 4 of those parts here. No idea how they're called. More black parts and reddish brown plates. The black parts are mostly plates and pin connectors. Some dark tan plates. Then we got some blue and dark blue pins and plates. Also some lime parts, which are the original color of the Lamborghini. Mostly plates, but also one of this pin which has a different color. But we don't care, it's a colorful Lamborghini. And some very colorful parts here, mostly plates, and that's it. I think this is dark, no, this is brown. We have dark brown connectors as well as one plate. And last but not least, dark bluish gray. And here we have again this round part here, 2 more beams. Then the last missing 8 length axles with the stopper. And the small gears, and this is what we need when we build and continue the gearbox today. Last time we reached step 94. Let's look at the parts we will add today. Here are the parts that we will take for today's build. And now it's time for my favorite part. It's building time! Okay, now we can complete step number 94. We just need to add one connector here. Time for step 95, where we have to add the clutch, the rotator. First of all, we need a 3 length pin here and a pin connector, and we add this, I think this way, and another connector, and this part will be added here, and I have to fix this with some 2 length axle. Okay, I guess That looks good. Okay, and we have to pay attention that we add this correct here. Okay, I hope this will work. We will figure out. Step 96, and we add the second clutch. Also, we need to connect the 3-length axle with the connectors, and we add the clutch, and we need another pin connector. And it's missing. I promise. I counted the parts here like 3 or 4 times and everything was correct. And with the second step I'm missing the first part. That's ridiculous. Okay, I found one. Let's add it. And now we have also to add a 4-length axle. We take a black one. And here we have to pay attention to okay, this should be fine here. Okay, step 97, we add just 2 axles on the other side here, a 6-length axle on this side and a 5-length on this side. Step 98, we just add 2 connectors here. Here we go. Step 99. Time for an orange L-beam. And we have just one more connector. Okay, here we go. Okay, I did a little mistake. I have to turn around the pin connector here. And now we add on step 100, we add a blue pin to make it more stable here. Step 101, we start a little sub build here. We need a 5-length axle. Here we go. And we add this piece here. And just a second one. Let's see that we do this correct. Okay, then it's time for this part here, and the same on the other sides here. Now we add 2 black pins here on the bottom. And it's time for our brown 5-length axle. And now we attach this here . Here we go. Step 107. We have a blue gear, a black axle, and okay, this is a little bit tricky to be added. Okay, I don't know how to add this perfectly. Because my fingers are not that tiny. Hooray! We made it! Step 108. Another 6-length axle and this kind of gear here. And we transition to the blue gear we've just added. Alright, step 109. We add one more of those small gears here, and we have to add a one green bar and a yellow thing to stop this here. Step 110. We have this H-beam here, but we start, I guess, with this one first. We add 2 pins. We attach this to the H-frame, and we have a black pin here on the opposite side, where we also attach a blue pin. And this will be added here. Oh wow. Okay, my bad. I added the pin at the wrong position. I was wondering why it doesn't work, but I saw my mistake. Still challenging to add, but possible. Step 111. We have to add 2 gears. I guess one here and one up here for the brown axle. And we are adding 1 connector and 1 blue pin, which is attached here right next to the gear. Step 112. We add 2 pins without friction and the red gear. We do this twice. And we transition here from this gear down to that gray gear here. Step 113. Another H-beam will be added, and we add another pin, and now we have to attach this here to the construction. Works smoothly. Step 114. Now we're adding one olive beam with the length of 13 on this side here, and we have two pin connectors so that this pin stays in place. This pin, this beam, of course. Step 115. We have to add two 7-length axle, and we have to add one here. Is this? No, we have to add one here. Okay, they are not moving. And a bit tricky to add because they go through different areas of our build. Okay, here we got it. Step 116. We add those T-beams here, and we have to... oh, we forgot one part of 115. Right, we have to add a blue pin on this side here and one black pin on this side. This is important because we are adding the red T beams here and on this side as well. Here we go. And now we are fixing them with this part here. And 116 is the last step of the gearbox. We actually completed the gearbox. Here we go. That's the entire gearbox of the Lamborghini Sian. And now it's time to marry the gearbox and the rear axle. Okay, this is in this direction and this is this direction. Okay, we already did this correct. Here we go. Wow, this is really impressive. That's such a great progress, and it's so nice to see this here in place. But it's not all. We can also press those two pins down to combine the builds. Here we go. And we're still not done. We can continue with step 119. Okay, we flip this around and we have to add a 7-length and a 6-length axle, and now we have to see, okay, this goes here and this comes here, and we are adding one gear here. Step 120. We have to add one beam here. Okay, that was slightly wrong. this. Come on. Okay, this. Okay, here we go. Good. Step 121. And I have the personal 121. Okay. We have to add one technic bush here and one gear here as well. I think this is just to double the connection here. Step 122. We have a green L-beam, which we will add here. But first of all, we need to add this part here. And now it's time to attach this. Step 133, and we are adding the third and last small gear here. And either I forgot one part or I miscounted again, but it could happen. And here we go. We did not complete step 100. We did not complete step 133. 32. We did not complete step 123. There's one gear missing to complete that, but we made a big progress here. Did you guess right? Let me know in the comments. It's time for the guessing game. We now reached step 123, not completed, but only one gear is missing. How far will we get in the upcoming 2 weeks? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for supporting this project and for watching this video. If you're not part of the Klembau community, subscribe here. If you want to know how all this started, here is the first video of the community Lambo. Share this with your friends and make this project a success.